and welcome back. We've got our first two guests on the show. We've got the multitasking, multi-talented Maxi Meissner and Mr. Robin Cox. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
So, Maxi, as I said, you're multi-talented, multitasking. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am freelancing since last year, and I have different hats on, all somehow connected to communications and PR. And this year I worked on Noi Now, an international arts festival, and also worked for mindshakes.com, a media brand for millennials.
Okay.
Can you tell us more about the Noi Now?
Noi
Now.
It's German.
You can think with a last name Huber that I'd be able to pronounce it. How did it get? You said it is now settled in Amsterdam.
Yes.
So, and how did it all get started, and how did you get involved with it?
Well, I got involved because I applied for the job position.
Okay, that'll usually
quite simple.
help.
It's a good start.
Good start. And it is how it got started. It used to be a nomadic festival. This year was the 8th edition. Okay. It's an international arts festival that, let's say, specializes or focuses on promoting emerging artistic talent from Europe primarily. Okay. And how it got started was, it's an initiative of ELIA. It's the European League of Institutes of the Arts, which is a mouthful.
That sure
and
is.
That organization, they organize different events. Most of them are for the institutions, art institutions themselves or institutes. And Noi Now is the one festival that focuses on promoting the artistic talent that actually comes out of those institutes.
Okay, and I actually think we have a clip that we could share for our viewers to give them more of a sense of what it's about.
So that was Noi Now. Maxi, your mom is a very creative person as well. Yeah. Do you think that had any kind of influence on your career choice?
Probably. First of all, it's funny that my mother somehow always keeps creeping back into conversations that I have about my work. She used to be a TV host, and she's now a comedian. I think because she works on stage and in front of the camera, and I work more in the background. But I think what her life and achievements showed me is that there's different ways and paths and entrances into the creative industry and different things you can do there. Okay. So yeah, in a sense, it did help me on my path.
Yeah. Okay. The PR world, how do you feel it has changed over the last couple of years? Because I'm sure when you started studying, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, those things weren't around. Yeah. Now they are. Yeah. How do you feel that's influenced or changed the way you work?
When I started working, I used to do a lot of social media marketing, which definitely was not a big part of my studies. I studied media and culture at the UVA. And in the PR world, I would say that media drive on social media, on let's say a magazine drives on social media as well as on their website, as well as on their print publication if they have any, which gets more rare. And the media world certainly changed in a sense that there's less and less printed publications, or if there's a printed publication, the circulation is lower, and online is much more a focus. But for PR, for example, publicity only on social media doesn't really count as much. A print publication is still worth far more in the PR world than, for example, an online publication, which is strange in the sense that you get much more views online and also on social media, but somehow it doesn't count yet. So I feel that the PR world is lacking a bit, or limping behind.
Okay, we've got another video, another clip from the Mindshakes campaign. So if you can maybe just, we'll have a look at that, and then we can have a talk about it. Mindshakes?
Yes.
Qatari World Cup?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Not so much because I'm not really familiar with this video.
Yeah. But no, Mindshakes in general.
But Mindshakes only actually celebrated its first year anniversary. It's a new media platform for millennials from Media House Nederland, which also has NRC and other publications under them. And it's a really young platform that is specifically designed to feed or to create journalism that has a certain depth, but also targets a young group of people, young readers.
And I have to say, I looked at the Mindshakes website, which I think we can share with our viewers right here, mindshakes.com.
Yeah.
And it's very impressive. Just the photos just really grab you, and all the articles are interesting, every single one of them. The titles really grab you in that way. So it's, I can see how it's appealing. But what makes it so appealing for the millennial generation in particular, do you think?
Well, there's two sides to it. On the one hand, we want to create stories that stick, that touch you, that make you feel something, and that about topics that concern people. So we talk a lot about immigrants, gender, gender fluidity, how things change in this world, because there's a lot of different sides to those topics. Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, it's also the technical side. For example, the social media is very important for us. We work with Facebook. Now I forgot the name. Anyway, but the website is specifically designed for mobile, so it's very easy to read on your mobile. Okay. And most of our traffic actually comes from mobile readers, so readers that read on the mobile.
Okay.
Talking about gender fluidity, I think we should get to our male guest, because he's been the consummate gentleman just sitting here and, looking at Maxi stealing all the airtime.
Yeah.
No, a city made by people.
Yes.
.com.
Yes.
How did it start?
Yeah, I think, and it's we need more time to get to explain everything, but it started about 3-4 years ago. From an insight that we want to be, show more of our city when it comes to culture and how we live within cities, not so much about how to consume cities. So there are a lot of travel blogs out there which are about hotspots or carrot cake, and we felt it needed something else, more down to earth, more grounded, more about the people that actually make a city.
Yeah.
So 3-4 years ago, we started with a meet a local service. You could meet a local whenever visiting the city of Amsterdam. But after a while, we slightly moved away from that and started working more editorial, working with correspondents. So it's an online magazine with correspondents. And that model showed that we could easily expand to different cities around the world.
We do have a clip that might explain what this is about.
Absolutely.
There you also mentioned city captains. I think we'll speak about the city captains after the video clip, which is coming right now.
Great.
I think that Minneapolis is an awesome city for foodies, for outdoor enthusiasts. A lot happening here. It's a very vibrant place to live.
Rotterdam is an old city with a young heart. The slogan for Rotterdam is Rotterdam, make it happen.
Bucharest is asymmetrical. It has flaws, but these are the exact details that make you fall in love with it.
I think Amsterdam is a vibrant village. Everything is close by, nothing takes longer than 15 minutes by bike.
I think Madrid is pretty much like life. The moment you step out of your flat onto the street, bang, you're in the middle of it.
How do cities become what they are today? How do people live in their city?
So I was wondering, the actual cities that are part of this initiative, there's Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Minneapolis,
Los Angeles,
Bristol,
Bucharest, Madrid.
So what's the idea behind those particular cities, and is there an idea to expand in the future?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we just want to become this brand around cities, working with correspondents, which is a volunteer position. So in each city we work with teams of correspondents, and the current roster of cities has grown organically. So it's people reaching out to us, want to be part of it. And the most surprising cities come on board, which is great.
Yeah, it's an interesting mix. I was wondering. Yeah.
So you have these correspondents or city captains, as you call them?
Yeah, well, the city captain is mostly only 1 or 2 people. They run the show. They mostly manage the teams, make sure that there's online planning, schedule, the sparring partner when it comes to topics to talk about. So they're in charge. They're the ultimate ambassador. But we work with teams of 4 to 5 correspondents, which can be photographers, foodies, architecture. I mean, nobody has to be a professional writer.
Yeah.
Just all about enthusiasm.
And if people want to find out, they just go to your website.
Yeah, absolutely.
citymadebypeople.com.
Yeah, absolutely. We both publish online as we have published our first print journal, which was out in June, and we're working towards our second issue in January.
So if people want to get their hands on a copy of that, they can do it on the website.
Absolutely. We sell around, absolutely. We have an online store. Both we sell in bookstores across Amsterdam.
Okay,
Exciting.
great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great projects, both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.